Hi, I'm Srividya Bansal and I'm the course coordinator for SCR 216 Software Enterprise, Personal Process and Quality. I'm an associate professor in the software engineering program of SITSI, and I created this course and manage most aspects of it. So about this course, this course is a core course in the software engineering program, and it's the first in the software enterprise sequence. It is a project-based course, and you will be working in small teams of 2 members. And the focus here is on personal software process and software quality. So basically we'll be going over processes wherein you develop a disciplined approach to programming, identify your strengths and weaknesses with your personal coding practices, and then make improvements towards producing quality software. We'll also go over various testing methodologies and strategies, and also various tools that support testing automation. So the project in the course will have multiple deliverables and catering towards these different goals of personal process as well as quality. So in terms of the major map and where it fits in the program, this course you would take it typically in term 4 after you've completed CSE 205 or the equivalent of object-oriented programming and data structures. So when you enter this course, the expectation is that you are well versed in Java programming and object-oriented programming. So that's the reason the prerequisite is CSE 205 or equivalent. Also, a core requisite for this course is SCR 222, which is a design and analysis of data structures and algorithms. So you either take it along with 216, or if you've already completed it, you should have a C or better. So the curricular program design, in terms of how it fits in the entire software engineering curriculum, the program has 8 outcomes when you complete and graduate as a software engineer. So and out of those 8, this particular course caters towards technical competence, software engineering practice, and communication and professionalism outcomes. So these are the 3 that it focuses on. Now for the technical competence, basically the concepts that we're going over are personal software process, basically time tracking and estimation. So the ability to estimate your time and effort for a given problem effectively. Also tracking defects and estimating defects, so that's towards producing quality software and improving your ability to estimate effectively how many defects you're likely to produce and reduce them as you go. We'll also go over various software testing terminology, and we'll look at test case generation, how different kinds of test cases are generated and how you do that effectively so that we can optimize on the amount of time that's spent on testing, but at the same time do effective testing and test all parts of the code as much as possible. So we'll look at different techniques on test case generation in order to come up with the optimal number of test cases. We'll look at software testing lifecycle as well as software development lifecycle. We'll look at the different activities in the lifecycle of entire software development. We'll go over different types of testing and different strategies of testing, and at which part in the life cycle of software development they're done. We'll go over different approaches for integration testing, and finally we'll also look at a number of different testing tools that are already out there that help in automation of testing. For the software engineering practice outcome, we'll basically look at software development lifecycle models. Different models are available, and based on the kind of product or the kind of requirements that you're trying to build software for, we'll look at what model best fits that given problem. We'll also look at software testing life cycle and the different types of testing and when they should be done within the software development life cycle. We'll look at software design, specifically using a language called Unified Modeling Language, which basically provides a consistent notation and representation for software design. And then finally, we look at coming up with a software test plan, which is again an essential part of writing quality software. So all of these come under the software engineering practice outcome. And then for the communication and professionalism outcome, basically you will be working on a project with a small team of maybe 2 members. So the goal is to have effective communication through technical writing as well as with your team members, and then evaluating and reporting on various testing tools, and then working effectively in small teams, having good communication and professionalism within the team is key. So that's one of the communication and professionalism outcome for this course. So my office hours and my contact information will be posted on the course shell. The office hours will might vary every session. So please feel free to contact me if you have any questions about the course. I hope you have a wonderful semester and a wonderful time learning all about personal process and software quality. Thank you.